Hello, Katrin here with European Paper Crafts in the US. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to continue with some beautiful winter cards, winter flowers. So let's get started. So I have added a few new items into Katrin's Corner and I like to show them to you. And the first one is by Kanban, the Victoria Blossoms. And these are just beautiful embellishments to make modern looking cards, but still kind of in a shabby chic way. And I'll show you these sets in a minute. But here is a card I made, and basically these flowers and leaves and background papers and greetings, they all come from the Victoriana Blossom Paper Crafts flowers. And aren't they just pretty? So I had fun crafting with them because I just love the colors. They're in pinks and blues and seafoam. So here we have a square card, and I added a doily and a little bit of bling, and then just this flower. And the flowers already come glittered, but it is kind of, the glitter sits in the paper, so that's not anything that will come off. And look how beautiful, and all I did is add a little bit of bling, and here's my first card just for you, which could make a Valentine's Day card if I wanted it. And here is another one that I made with the papers that come in this kit. I didn't even use any toppers because I used the background paper. The hearts is actually a punch. So what I did here is, see, this is kind of a heart that you can add, and I'll show it to you in a second how I made these. Very, very simple. And the Love You comes from a Doodlebug pack, which I still have, I believe, in my store. So I'm gonna link it below, but that's also in Katrin's Corner. It's a whole value pack. And it's a Valentine's themed kit from a couple years ago. But that's where I grabbed the Love You and then a couple of hearts. But this little belt here comes in a pack. So let's check out these packs. There are two different ones. So the first one, and this is how it comes. Let me just show you. There are 4 sheets in the pack. So let's start off with the background paper, and this is cardstock. So you can actually cut this cardstock and then fold it and make cards. And this is this light blue, white roses. This would make a beautiful wedding card, I would say. And if you make big cards, then of course you just fold it in the middle and you have an A5 big card. So it starts with one cardstock, and then you have these die cuts, and look at these beautiful flowers. And I think they look beautiful by themselves. So as you can see, this blue flower here obviously looks very stunning by itself. But if you layer them, and I show that to you in my next card, that also looks stunning. And then you have few of those leaves that you can put behind. So you have one sheet of those gorgeous, gorgeous flowers glittered. Then you have a sheet of cut borders. Also beautiful. And there is a sheet of greetings. So you have all kinds of greetings. Then you have extra embellishments, little buttons, butterflies, hearts. And this is where this little belt button came from, this buckle. It's hard to see now, but maybe you can see it from this side. When you punch out all these pieces, then in the end you have a belt buckle, and you can then feed through a strip of paper, and this is how it looks like. So this is the first pack, and I'll show you the second pack in a second. And here is my next card, and these beautiful hearts are from the second pack. and I'm going to show that to you in a second. But this, of course, would be a nice Valentine's Day card. So in the same line, the Victoriana, this is Hearts and Blossoms. So in this pack, we have one sheet of hearts in all designs. Beautiful hearts. Very shabby chic. And perfect, of course, for anything love related. So Valentine's Day is upon us. Then we have a sheet of gorgeous butterflies, bigger ones and smaller ones. Beautiful butterflies, but in the same design. So I just love these, and then little tags. Love these butterflies. There is another sheet of flowers that you can layer. Smaller ones, bigger ones, also leaves. And a piece of cardstock again. And this time we have this beautiful rose paper or cardstock. So again, you can make cards with these. So that's the second pack. And I made, like I said, this card with this beautiful, with these hearts. Here is another card I made, and you can see this butterfly and the flowers and more butterflies, so all layered. I used the cardstock from the first pack I showed you to make this card. So yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous, I think. I really like that. The greeting, happy birthday, this greeting here with love comes from the other pack where it had the different greetings. And now these are semi slimline cards. So I just used what I had left. I didn't really look for the dimensions. So whenever I make my own cards, of course you want to make envelopes too. And if you have an envelope maker, that's a great tool to make cards. I found that the VR Memory envelope maker is not really that great for long or slimline cards, because it uses up a lot of paper. It's just the way it is designed. So now what I did is I created a different type of envelope, which kind of looks like this. So you can get away with less paper and still have an envelope. So if you look at this card, it fits right in here. And you close it from the top. So it's more like these coin envelopes. And I'm going to show you how to make these because they're really simple. So let's make one of these envelopes together. Okay, so the first thing you want to do when you want to make your own envelopes, when you want to make an envelope like this coin style envelope. So the first thing you do is you want to measure your card and see how big it is. So this one here is 4 inches by 6 3/4. Okay, so you need now a piece of paper that is 4 inches, and then since you have to lap it over, I use then 8 inches, right? Because then it's like twice, and then also, so I would double this. So from 4 inches you have 8 inches, and then you add another inch so that you can close it. So here I have prepared a piece of cardstock. Okay, so what you want to do is, so again, you can use the cardstock. You can actually measure with your card, but you don't have to if you just use the double plus 1 inch. So again, I have 4, I double it, which is 8, and then I give it 1 more inch, which is 9 inches. Okay, and then for the other measurement, so 6.5, I just add at least 2 inches to each side. So this would make 8.5, so I made 9 again. So you have now a piece of cardstock 9 by 9, but this is only for my card. You would have to measure it yourself. Then comes the scoring. So what I do is I lay the card where I think it belongs, and then I open up this is my paper cutter, but it also has so I can score it. That has a scorer. So I want to see where so I just measure it, not by measurements, but by my card. I put it right here, put it over, and then go down and have my first score. Then I turn it over and do the very same on the next, and I leave a little bit of leeway, right? So I turn it over, and here again, go up, and now I have my second one. So now when you fold it over, you can see how it closes, and you have a little bit of leeway. And you don't have to be exact with the measurements, because it really doesn't matter how much it stands over here. So now we turn it over and we do the other 2 edges, which you want to do 1 inch probably is a good thing. So here, this is how it looks when you have a 1 inch closure on both sides. So then you score both sides again, and then the next thing we do a little bit of cutting, not much. So you cut basically these corners away. So you cut it right here, and then from this side you angle it a little bit, and what that does, it offers you the angled look when you close it. So let's do this again. And we angle it a little bit, and I just eyeball it. I don't do anything with the measurement here. The less to measure, the better. So now you fold this over, and now you can just glue it. And you do the very same for the top. And then it fits your card perfectly because you measured it. So you can see how it sits in here. So when it's then done, you just fit it in and it sits there. So of course you would just cut off these 2 corners too, and then you're done. Okay, and here is my finished envelope. All I did is I glued these edges together, and now my card fits in here perfectly. I can close it. Okay, there we go. And then on the back, this is how the envelope looks like, and all I would do is probably paste a piece of white, like a address sticker, or just write the address on a label and then adhere to the envelope. But this is how easy it is without an envelope maker, if you like this type of top closing envelope. So I have a couple more cards with you to share, and in Catherine's Corner I have also posted a matching paper pack. So you have a lot of embellishments in these packs, but if you like background paper that would match, I have also added a pack of matching papers, and these are by Hunky Dory. And I'm going to show you, these are 8 by 8 papers, absolutely gorgeous, and they're in the same color theme as our Victoriana papers. So these are also double-sided, and just take a look how pretty those papers are. Now, as you know, with Catherine's Corner, the quantities are limited. So there's not too many. These are the samples that I bought when I was in Europe and then did not have a chance to bring them over here, but I have enough to offer a few sets. I mean, look at these gorgeous papers. Isn't this one here perfect for Valentine's with a postcard, butterflies? Yeah, so I absolutely love those 8x8 papers. And I made a couple more cards. So here I just used the paper, or part of this beautiful paper. I again fed a piece of those border treatments from one of the packs through this buckle. It looks so cute, I think. And then I added some 3D hearts. And these are done with a paper punch. So all you need is 3 heart shapes. So I punched out a heart 3 times. And then what you do is you just fold it in half, just like that. And then you open it, and then on the back side you glue the next heart. And then you turn it over, and then on the next one you glue the third one, and then it ends up looking like this. And when you open it up, this is how it looks like. So you need 1, 2, 3 punch outs to make this embellishment. And here I did the very same. So here's my first heart. This is the centerpiece, and here's the second one. And in the centerpiece I punched out a smaller heart and glued it on top. And then here is the very same idea with a different heart punch. I made another little 3D embellishment. So that's great. Again, you don't have any toppers. You can work with your papers and make some beautiful embellishments, especially now around Valentine's Day. And then I cut some banners here from the paper. You can see this little piece is the leftover from my strip that I fed through this buckle. And since it is glittery, and then I just added the With Love comes also from the package with the greetings in it. And I think here is a card that is basically made with just papers. And my last card I like to share with you today is a big card I made, a happy birthday, an A5 card. So A5 is European size, but it is a big card. So let's just give you the dimensions. So this one is, oh, I'm in centimeters. Let's do, so it's 8 1/4 by 5 3/4. So that's a big card. But I had these big flowers, and here you can see how they look when you layer them. So I have one piece and I layered the other one on top. And of course you can use foam pads, which I did here. I added the leaves. I had other glitter leaves in my stash that I added here. Here, of course, the greeting comes from the pack. The heart comes from the pack. The border treatment in the middle comes from the pack. The background paper is from these Hunky Dory papers that I just showed you. I added a little glitter heart from Michaels, and then all I had here was a white doily. And I stacked everything on top. I love that look. And then I added just a little bit of glitter tulle here to give it a little bit more substance. And here is my happy birthday card from these beautiful flowers and leaves and hearts from the die cut packs in Kathrin's Corner. I hope you liked my flower cards today. If so, please leave me a thumbs up. leave me a comment, and also join our European Paper Crafts friends on Facebook. I would love to see what you are creating. If you are a new viewer, please subscribe. So thank you so much for spending time with me today. Please stay or get well, and happy crafting. I'll catch you next time. Bye.